I like to ride my bicycle in the rain. I like to ride my bicycle in the rain. I like to ride my bicycle in the rain. Do you like to ride your bicycle in the rain?
Hello and welcome to On Your Bike. My name is Sally and I run a bike chai, the chai bike. I make masala chai from my home kitchen and cycle it around my hometown of Aberystwyth to sell and trade. When I started my bike business this year, I thought it was a rather novel thing, but it turns out that there are loads of other people incorporating cycling into their business plan. In this short mini-series, I will be chatting to 3 different bike-based businesses, including a ice cream man, a flower seller, and some Shakespearean bards. I will be asking them a couple of questions about what makes bike-based businesses so special and what made them incorporate biking into their business plan. So strap on your high-vis and let's get started. Hello, my name's Sally and welcome to the first episode of On Your Bike. Today we're going to be talking to Chloe from Chloe's Flowers. I met Chloe whilst in Shrewsbury on a day trip. Chloe is a florist. She makes up flower bouquets and puts them on her bicycle to sell around Shrewsbury town centre. Chloe and I are a lot alike, having both started our businesses in 2023, so this year. I'll let her tell you a little bit more about that. So over to you, Chloe.
Hi, I'm Chloe from Chloe's Flowers. I have a flower business selling flowers from my bicycle as a peddler. I originally started off with my little flower shop from home, January 23, so I'm about 8 months into it now, and I would make bouquets up and load my bike and go into town and sell them in Shrewsbury town centre. 8 months in, I'm now have a town centre location where I have bigger flower shop, incorporating more kind of things into the business, gifts, cards, customised services. I also attend some festivals where I do flower workshops and provide flowers, weddings, funerals and deliveries around Shrewsbury. I've worked in flower shops since I was 15 for various people and have kind of thought about having my own shop, but not really. I've done lots of other work. My education was in fashion, so I was a bit torn thinking what I actually wanted to do as a career, but I've always done flowers along the way. Working in a flower shop, I didn't really see how I'd be able to afford the overheads of getting a shop, what you need to build up firstly before kind of having a shop. That was the idea on the bike, really. Very much inspired by Ice Cream Man, Ted, who sells ice creams on his bike. I thought, wow, well, couldn't I sell flowers on my bike, occasionally make things up at home? And if I could make more at home, could I then put them on a bike and sell them that way, cutting out all the overheads and everything else? So that was my idea. I've always liked the idea of peddlers as well, people kind of selling like market style. I remember in Shrewsbury there used to be some outdoor market parade areas. I remember walking around when I was a kid and there was a fountain and crystal shops and lots of little shops selling all different kinds of things. And then going to places like Camden Market, I've always wanted to kind of sell. I thought it looked really cool to just rock up and chat to people and then close it all up and go home and do it again another day. So I've always wanted to kind of sell in the market atmosphere. Have I always liked cycling? Yes, I've always liked cycling. I remember learning to ride a bike. I think it was called Charlotte, my bike. It was red. And I didn't know why they didn't have my name on it, but probably because it was secondhand, but then realised that a lot of the bikes just have random names. But yeah, always loved cycling. Always lived in Shrewsbury as well, which is easy to bike around. You can get from anywhere in Shrewsbury to anywhere else in about 20 minutes, so it's just like a quick method. What makes bike-based business special? Well, it's very unique for one. There's a lot of freedom in it. You can go from location to location, which is different to having a static location as in a store or a shop. If you're moving around, then your kind of business moves with you, and you'll attract different people in different places. It's very kind of changeable. You can go where you want. We like to work outside. I like talking to people. I like being out and about, and probably talk to like a wider range of public, just being on the street as to people that would be coming into a shop, which is interesting. I could take my business to someone else's business. I could work with someone else. I could go to another place. There's a lot you could do with it, and there's a lot you can change on the bike every day. I can change things. I can change my products. I can add things to it. I can very versatile and genuinely good exercise. Person that sees me on my bike finds something positive about seeing me on my bike selling flowers. You can almost feel every single person look at you in one day thinking, oh, that looks good, even if people aren't buying it. And people do buy some a lot of the time when you're not expecting it, but just for people to feel so positive and give you positive comments and just enjoy that you're doing that in a place where high streets aren't as vibrant as they maybe used to be is quite exciting for people to see. Tips for new entrepreneurs is to just do it if you can. It's taken me about 10 years to be able to do this day to day, as I was just relying on my full-time wage before that. But when I worked out a way that I could do this for a while, and then I started earning money, then I quickly found out it was successful. What I'd been thinking about for ages wasn't as hard or scary at all as I thought it might be, and it wasn't a big deal for me. The first time I went out and stood on my bike in January was ridiculously scary. I felt really embarrassed, but after that day, then it's not been like that at all. It's been really fine. You see a lot of different people, members of the public, so be prepared for conversations. But conversations are good because, like, that's all part of your business.
Thanks for those insights, Chloe. I totally agree. There's nothing that quite beats the fear of going out on your bicycle for the first time. It's embarrassing, people are looking at you thinking, oh, what's she doing? And yeah, it can be a very vulnerable experience. But I agree that sort of the uncomfortableness of it at first is totally worth it because, like you said, people really get a kick out of seeing people on a bicycle and doing something different and interesting. It's really great to bring a smile to people's face. Well, that's it for me for today. Join in tomorrow where we'll be talking some Shakespearean bards. It's really a good episode and I'd love for you to tune in. Thank you. Bye. If you'd like to know a little bit more about Chloe, I've linked her social medias, so her Facebook and her Instagram in this post. Do check her out. And if you're ever in Shrewsbury, stop her and buy some blooms off her. She's a really lovely girl, and thank you, Chloe, for contributing to this little project.
Come on, ring them bells.
Our theme music is I Like to Ride My Bicycle in the Rain by Woodlake Drift from their album It Must Be.